What's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a celebrity recreation look. This look was inspired by Demi Lovato and this photo was actually sent to me by my girl Kristen on Twitter. So thank you, Kristen, for suggesting this look. I love this makeup so much and I love Demi Lovato. She is just like a slay queen. You guys often tell me that you think I look like her, which is like the biggest compliment in the world, so I do thank you for saying that. Yeah, so I just really wanted to remake this look for Kristen, and let me know if you guys want to see other celebrity looks. You can always send them to my Twitter, and yeah, just tweet me a photo, and I might redo it just like I did for Kristen here. And without further ado, let's get on with the tutorial. First, to start this look off, of course we need to prime our lids. I'm going to take the Maybelline Masterprime Eye Primer. I believe there's a slight shimmer in this primer, and Demi Lovato's eyes are like shimmery, glowy, just glistening from the lid all the way to the brow bone, so I thought that this might be the perfect base. For shadow, I want to use the Jaclyn Morphe Brushes palette. I've only used this once, and I've been wanting to use it more because it really is a beautiful palette. And to prep our lid and kind of set in our base, I'm going to take the very first creamy shadow in here because it's also a little glistening, and again, Demi Lovato's eye is just so glistening, so I think this will be perfect. So I'm going to kind of start this at the brow bone because I think it's going to be a nice brow bone shade, but I really am just blending it all over the lid. And especially on this inner corner, on the inside of her eye, she has a serious glisten. Like, you guys, she's just glowy all over in this makeup. So that's what I really want to emphasize. Next, I want to jump into this really pearlized cranberry shade. What I love about this tutorial or this makeup look on Demi is that it doesn't look like they used too much shadow. It looks like a pretty easy look to do. I'm going to take that starting right at the lid and just start blending that on. I'm still using the same Sigma E35 blending brush. I love this brush. It's very versatile. And I'm just going to kind of concentrate that on the lid, and then we're going to blow it out into the crease. So now I'm kind of blending this up into the brow bone area, and we're going to want to extend that to the tail of our brow because hers really kind of swipes out there. I'm craving Cracker Barrel so bad. I believe Peter Mon mentioned it. Yeah, Peter Mon mentioned it in a vlog, and then my mom was going there the other night with my stepdad, and I was just like, oh, everyone keeps talking about Cracker Barrel. My favorite thing is I'm pretty basic. I almost get chicken tenders like pretty much everywhere I go, you guys. I eat like a child. I cannot lie. I like the simple kind of foods. I don't eat anything too fancy. Yes, bitch. This is exactly what we wanted. I'm going to take a bit of my micellar water. This is the Yes to Coconuts micellar water. And I'm going to clean up the sides of my look that got a little carried away. Anytime I say carried away, I think of that scene in Victoria's Secret. I'm an idiot. In Sex and the City. Why did I say Victoria's Secret? That scene in Sex and the City where they're at Carrie's rehearsal dinner for her and Big's wedding, and they're like, to the man who finally got carried away, or something like that. I always think of that. Then with my E70 shadow brush from Sigma, I'm going to jump back into this shade, the first shade we used. And I'm going to pack a bit more of that along the brow bone just to kind of clean up anything that maybe got over blended. We can kind of marry those shades together. Bah! I love that you guys love when I say that just as much as I love it when I say that. Is that weird? I'm next just, this is random, but I'm going to spray my finger with, this is the Teddie Organics Rose Water Spray that I love. And I just want to take a hint more of that cranberry shade just to intensify it a little bit, but I want it to be extremely natural. So that's why I'm using my finger to just kind of dab it in. From here, I'm just going to take a black liner to tightline our eyes. Like I said, this look is pretty simple, you guys. There's not much. Oh, I hate when I drop the cap. There's not much we have to do. Also, popping on our waterline real quick. And then I'm just going to smudge that in with my fingers. Let's pop to the face, and then we're going to finish up the eyes because I want to really blow out the under eye, and I don't want to do it before concealer, you know. First, to prep the skin, I'm going to take my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir because her skin is just glowy, and I want to be just as glowy as Demi because who doesn't? Does anyone else's skin get like super red when you apply something on it? Like anytime I rub in my primer or anything, a foundation, a moisturizer, my skin gets red. After letting that sink in for a second, I'm going to take the Perfekt Skin Perfecting Gel. This is the Luminous kind, so I'm hoping it's going to give our skin a bit of a glow, as well as prime for our foundation, and I'm just going to take my hands for this. Next for foundation, I'm going to do a little bit of mixing. Okay, I'm going to do a lot of mixing. This is going to be quite the cocktail. I actually want to use 3 things. So I love the Fenty Beauty Foundation, but you guys think it's a little too yellow on me, so I'm totally going to take your word on that. In person, I think it looks fine, but I do see on camera how it kind of gives me a yellowy cast. So I'm going to mix it with my Makeup Forever foundation. This is in the shade R220, and my Fenty Beauty Foundation is in the shade 180. So I want to get a pump of both. And then also to give myself a little extra glow, because like I said, she's glowing, I'm going to do a pump of the Opal Shimmer Skin Perfector by Becca Cosmetics. And that's going to be my little foundation cocktail. I'm using my Sigma Beauty F80 brush to apply this. And you'll notice it is a light pink, which I think is adorable. But also, you guys, it helps to benefit research for breast cancer and also ovarian problems. And it does not go to Susan G. Coleman. Is that the one? I've had a few questions asking, like, does it benefit her? Because I think she's like a scammer. I don't know for sure. I don't know all the details, but that's what a lot of people say. No, it does not go to the Susan G. Coleman Research Center or whatever. It goes to Bright Pink. That's what they're called. And I'll link their information down below if you want to personally look into them more. But none of the proceeds will go to me. The proceeds go straight to the research center, so I will not see any money from this brush. But I, of course, recommend you guys, if you need a new foundation brush, to pick this one up because A, it's adorable. It's light pink. It's the classic F80 brush from Sigma Beauty, but it's going to actually benefit somebody. So I think that's fantastic. I think that was a nice little foundation cocktail. I think that looks really good. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments, of course. For concealer, I'm going to take my Lancome Ultra Wear Concealer, which I freaking love. This is in the shade 215 Buff, and you need a lot less of this than you think. So I'm trying to just do the smallest little dabs on my face. Dab. I'm going to blend that in with this Colourpop brush. I'm not quite sure what this one was called. Again, it was the one thing I had mentioned in my Colourpop review video of the concealers and the brushes, is that I wish that they had wrote the names on the brushes, because when I go to reach them, and if I reach for them and I tell you guys about them, I really don't know what they're called offhand. Now I'm going to set my under eye concealer with the Peach Perfect powder from Too Faced, which I really love the tone of this, by the way. I have no idea what this little sponge is or who it's by. Maybe Real Techniques, I don't even know. But I'm going to take it. I'm hoping it doesn't ruin my makeup. The way it's like delivering the product, I don't love. I'm just so partial to the Sigma Beauty 3D HD sponge. This one here with the point. I just love that sharp point for baking. I'm going to take a bit more of that powder, and I just like to kind of set the rest of my face with that, especially my T-zone area that tends to crease. And then with the powder that's left over, I'm actually going to set the rest of my face with that. This is the Sigma Duo Fiber F50 brush from their Titanium collection. I don't want to lose like the overall glow that we put in our skin. Okay, this is weird, but I just ate that peachy powder and it does taste like peaches. What? I didn't mean to eat it, but when I was talking and applying it, it went like straight into the back of my throat, and I was like, But anyway, we worked so hard to get that glowy on our skin, so I don't want to cover it up too much with like an actual foundation powder. So this will be what we do today. And also, Demi like just always has a natural skin look to her. She doesn't cake on the makeup. Her eyes are always really beautifully done and has a lot of different shadow techniques, but I feel like her skin's like still breathing. You can still always see her skin. Let's go ahead and dust the remainder of that powder off. Oh, I love how this looks. It just looks so natural. It's like my new favorite little baking and setting powder. I adore it. Next, I'm going to take a little detailer brush. This is the E20 Short Shader from Sigma. I'm going to spray it again using that same rosewater spray, which I love, by the way. I found it on Amazon. I know a lot of you have started using it and you love it too, so that's fantastic. I will, of course, link it down below. And I'm going to jump back into that cranberry shade that we were using. And I want to run this into our under eye area because she has a beautiful glow of pink red down there. Her look might be a little more pink, but I really like this version. And just smoke that to meet the corner of our shadow. Ugh, you just can't beat these reddish eyeshadow looks, can ya? I just love them. I really want to go thrifting tomorrow. Are you guys still into thrifting hauls? Let me know because I'm dying to. And if you're not into thrifting hauls, I'll still go thrifting, but I just might not make a video on it. I'm going to take a bit of this corner shadow here, kind of like a salmony pink. And I want to run that on top just to give a bit more shimmer. I'm also going to take another flat shader brush. This is the E55. And you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm popping into that same salmon shade we just used on the lower lash line. And I just want to pop that in the center to kind of boost the glowy. Let's jump to mascara. I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I really want to focus this and really build up my lower lashes because hers are like straight fire. They're thick and dark. I love a really put together lower lash line, so I'm really going to take my time doing this. And then hit up the top lashes before our falsies. I'm going to be taking some new lashes from Voss. These are on the website now. These are called Come On Eye-Leen, and it's not spelt like the name Eye-Leen. It's literally spelt like I and then lean. So yeah, I don't know why I care to share that with you, but apparently I do. They are limited edition. They are faux mink lashes, so yeah, this is what they look like. But before I do that, I think I want to take a little bit of my Girlactik liquid liner and just establish a little line across my lash line, not a wing or anything like that, just in case there's anything peeking through the lashes. I want that to be nice and black. So I'm just going to take a small bit right across my lash line, pop that on. I'm using the Huda Beauty Lash Glue, which I love. It intimidates me a bit because it is black. And sometimes I get it on my lid and I'm like, shit. So I have to wait for it to dry and then peel it off. And then sometimes it takes my shadow off. So it's been a journey using this lash glue, but I love how it keeps my lashes on. It's like really strong. So now let's jump to the face. I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing, which is my favorite thing in the world. I'm taking my KoKo Collection palette by Kylie Cosmetics. I'm going to take my Sigma F23 soft angled contour brush for this. Get a little bit on there. Demi is super bronzed. Now, I mean, of course we are a completely different race, so I'll never be as gorgeously bronzed as she is. But I'm going to just, you know, amp it up. You guys know, forehead bronzing makes me feel like a bad bitch, like a bad bitch, like a bad bitch. I just think there's nothing better than like a bronzed forehead. I don't know. Doesn't like, look at that. I swear it just changes you. It changes me. And then of course in the hollows of our cheeks. Oh, I love this brush. It just takes the work right out of bronzing and contouring. I'm actually going to stick with the blush that's in this palette because I think it's going to match perfectly. This is my Sigma F40 angled brush. And hers isn't real precise. It's just kind of blown out on there. So I'm just going to pop it on. Oh, it's gorgeous. I like it. Now again, the glow on her is unreal in these photos, so I'm going to still take the highlighter in this palette, and I might use a little bit more than I would normally, and I'm also going to extend it down my full cheek, because that's kind of how she has it. It's kind of just like completely taking over that area. You can of course like change this, edit this to fit your face shape or whatever, but I'm just trying to go as close as she has in the photo. Let's also hit up the tip of the nose, and then down the center. Cupid's bow. And she also has some kind of like peeking out on the corners of her eyes here. So I'm going to do it because Demi did it. She also has a beautiful chin highlight, which is sometimes my favorite thing in the world. Before we move on, I want to spritz this baby down. I'm taking the Project Beauty Makeup Setting Spray. And then to line our lips, I'm going to take the BFF2 lip liner by Colourpop Cosmetics. On top of that, I'm going to take this Butter London lipstick. This is in the shade Clever. These lipsticks are so soft. I love these. Then on top of that, since she is so glowy and her lips are really glossy and pretty, I'm going to take the Saint Tropez Lip Topper by Jouer Cosmetics. And that is it for my Demi Lovato inspired makeup tutorial, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this look. I just simply love it. I do kind of cranberry eyes often, but I've never done a full-on like 100% shimmery smoky eye, and I love how it looks. I'm definitely gonna have to play with looks like this more often because I think it's gorgeous. And you could definitely wear this in summer, but you could wear it into fall and winter too. It's just one of those like striking makeups that I think will look perfect at any time. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Please say hi. I love chatting with you guys. It's my favorite part of uploading a video is right when it goes live and I'm just sitting there waiting to answer you guys and say hi. So definitely leave me a comment down below. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Of course, I don't want to force you into thumbsing it up, but lately I will admit, and I have no problem admitting this, my thumbs up have been extremely low. So I don't know if it's because people just forget to do that or if people are not liking my videos. Let me know what you guys think it is. And again, if you wouldn't mind, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up in this video. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Use this perfection skin. What is words? I don't know. Actually, Lord, what the hell am I doing? I'm becoming Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato, watch out. I'm coming for you. Just kidding, only to stalk you. Glowy, glowy, glowy. Glowy.